Hey everybody, welcome to your How Good is the World Today update for September 15th. Pretty chill day, very analytical, a lot of cool, think pieces. Not too much in the way of actual news, but if you check out the site, howgoodistheworld.com, you'll get to, read all these cool little analyses of all the things going on in the world, which will be fun for you. So, do that. But for now, here we go for our top stories of the day. Number one, I'm calling this a should have been news 3 years ago story because it's not really something that just happened, but basically this former Finnish president who's got a lot of experience brokering peace talks and stuff like that kind of just came out today and said that in 2012 he was leading this group of the permanent members of the UN Security Council. That's Russia, America, England, France, and China, to talk about what they should do with Syria. And apparently the Russians came and were like, look, we're in tight with Bashar. That's Bashar al-Assad, president of Syria, who's, the one who's kind of is responsible for all the fighting over death over there. We're friends with him. If you guys stop arming his enemies, we'll arrange a situation where he can gracefully step down. And the US, England, and France, they were so confident that Bashar was about to fall. Remember, this is 3 years ago. That they just ignored the thing, and now we're in the middle of the worst humanitarian crisis in about 70 years. So, oops on that one. What are you gonna do? Not like we can go back and take the offer now. So, yeah. Oh well. Then next up, we got two stories that aren't really stories either. The bigger, more scary one is North Korea, and kind of announced that they've reopened their main nuclear enrichment facility. It was shut down in 2007 when they started doing nuclear talks, and then everyone has kind of known that it's been back in operation recently, but this is the first official confirmation. This is the one move Kim Jong Un has in his little pitiful piece of printer paper folded over playbook. It's threaten nuclear attacks on people, and then they give you aid to not do that. So, he's done this a whole bunch. We're all used to North Korea saying they're going to nuke us at this point. But, it's still always scary when someone threatens to kill you and everyone you love. So, keep an eye on it. Most likely it's just him posturing because the 70th anniversary of his party, the Workers' Party, taking control. They've got a big celebration coming up, and he's probably just trying to make himself look awesome for that. Then, over in Turkey, tensions with the Kurds have gotten really bad. Last week there were hundreds of attacks by just sort of angry Turkish nationals on individual Kurds and also the offices of pro-Kurdish organizations. And then on the other side, Kurdish guerrillas killed about 29 Turkish security forces. So shit is ramping up. The conflict started in 1984 and kind of hit a ceasefire in 2013, and then apparently that has broken now. The thing everyone's really worried about is they are supposed to have elections in November, and basically, if they were held tomorrow, it would just be too much chaos over there to safely hold an election. So they're hoping things can kind of get together by then, but it's not gonna. Like I said, it started in 1984. They're not gonna solve it in a month. So that's gonna be a whole new world of crazy if they can't have their elections because of this violence. I don't even know what happens then. So, another one, non-major news, but just worth keeping an eye on. Finally, back here at home, U.S. court ordered unapproved the EPA's approval of this drug called sulfoxaflor. It's a neonicotinoid. Fuck words. Seriously, fuck words. But anyways, it's a neonicotinoid pesticide, which are the ones that are responsible for the bees dying, which is really a threat to all life forms on the planet. So, we should be working on this issue. But the EPA kind of just approved this new pesticide, sent it out to stores without really giving it much study. And the judge said, you can't do that, EPA. You got to actually do some studies, make sure the drug's safe. Not the drug, the pesticide is safe. It's manufactured by Dow AgroSciences, big business. Maybe had a little bit to do with it just kind of getting, the rubber stamp. But anyways, the judge overturned their approval. It is now no longer allowed in stores. They won't be able to use it. So that is, a giant victory, not just for humanity and America, but for, plants and animals of all colors and sizes. So that's pretty heartening news. And I just sort of quickly want to toss out there front, we got basically an inevitable government shutdown coming thanks to Planned Parenthood funding. No one wants to fund it. The What else we got? The Republican debate is coming up tomorrow. That'll be interesting. The European Commission is still meeting to figure out what to do with the refugee crisis. And most importantly, we are finally at the September Fed meeting starting tomorrow. I believe it's a 2-day meeting, and they're probably not going to announce whether or not they're going to raise rates till Thursday. They might do it on Wednesday. I'm new at this. But anyways, that's been like the biggest story in the financial world. I haven't covered financial news because really all it is just like, is the Fed going to raise rates? Is it not? There's no actual news coming out. So a lot of big things happening this week. Unfortunately today, not a whole lot. Keeping the index steady at 72. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Howgoodistheworld.com. Come read shit, learn stuff, be awesome. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.